So once you've identified the right asset, how do you actually execute a deal? From step one to close, how does it all work? Is this all just theory, or is there an actual way to put this into practice? This course is intended to give you a full understanding of the 5 stages of a deal lifecycle for a tokenization project. From start to finish, after listening to this course, you should be able to better understand how these deals work, and also how to engage with the right partners to make it happen. The first stage, as always, is for an issuer to get clarity on what they actually want to do. We call this stage tokenization business planning. This involves identifying the right asset for tokenization and building a basic business plan around what the tokenization project seeks to accomplish. This includes identifying the necessary partners to work with. Basic steps involved in this stage include a set of high-level terms for the asset offering, which jurisdictions the offering will be sold, distributed into, and an initial opinion on whether to issue a security or non-security asset, and whether there are any legal risks that need to be addressed. The second stage is structuring and token design. This will be familiar to those of you that have IPO experience in traditional financial markets, in that you need to start putting together the legal structuring details of the offering. For example, what legal entity is issuing the token? What rights do token holders have? What is the overall economic design for the token? What legal documents need to be prepared? And which partners need to be engaged? What will be unfamiliar to many traditional financial market professionals is the work required for token economics design. Token economics design refers to how the supply and the utility of the token is designed to maximize both investor and issuer value. For example, token design models will need to define the token supply issuance policy, which defines how and how much of the token may be issued in the future. Issuers have quite a lot of flexibility in design choices, but on the supply side, the key is striking a balance between incentivizing future growth of the business and avoiding over-dilution. On the supply side, issuers will also need to decide how much allocation of the token supply they should give to different participants. On the demand side, issuers will need to think critically about how to define the usage and holding rights of the token. For example, tokens open up many new interesting ways to engage stakeholders in their underlying businesses. Think of a commercial real estate asset-backed token that gives token holders the benefit of not only capital gain, but also some other new membership rights like rental discounts or some other promotional benefits that can be used to interact in new ways with the asset and the business. Token designs must incorporate sufficient amounts of innovation. Otherwise, issuers risk launching an asset into an uninterested market. A final note on this stage is that the token economic design for asset-backed security tokens will differ quite substantially from those of utility or non-security tokens, as there are constraints in both asset types that affect the design space. For example, for securities, you can design in direct equity ownership in a company, whereas with non-securities, equity ownership features are not possible. For prudence, issuers should work together with their structuring advisor and a reputable law firm to design both a market-friendly and a legally compliant token offering. The third stage is the actual digitization stage, where issuers begin to create their offering using a digital platform. Companies like HashKey can offer a platform to issuers that allow issuers to sign up for an account and input all of the required information about their offering, including details like offering size, subscription documents, information memorandums, and any investor restrictions and how to allocate to potential buyers. And by working with the right integrated digital platform, issuers and investors alike can use the same platform for issuance, sales and distribution, custody, and trading. Which underlying blockchain is used is less important than the understanding of whether or not the blockchain that the token is issued onto allows the token to be sufficiently liquid and transferable into the wider decentralized financial services ecosystem. Next up, critical to issuers is running the actual subscription and distribution process for the offering. In this fourth stage, issuers will need to work together with their advisors to map out a detailed marketing plan that covers specific areas like how to price the offering, which intermediaries to partner up with on the sales side, how to plan out the timeline for roadshows, and what marketing materials are necessary for roadshows. Much of this planning process happens offline. Online, however, digital platforms can help streamline the subscription process for interested investors. Investors and brokers can onboard to the issuer's offering website, which is set up for the issuer by its digital offering platform partner, submit required KYC documentation, as well as process their payment for the subscription. In most cases, investors can choose to pay by bank wire transfer, cryptocurrencies, or stablecoins. Once the issuer confirms that payment has been received, the issuer's admin staff will generate the corresponding tokens to the investor's wallet account. A wallet account is critical in this process. Issuers should make sure that the digital offering platform that they select makes it easy and simple for issuers or brokers to set up a digital wallet account to receive the tokens after successful subscription. The final stage in this life cycle, from the issuer's point of view, is preparing the token for secondary market trading. This is the process of applying to list the token on an exchange like HashKeys. As part of this process, an issuer will need to identify reputable market makers to work with that will provide liquidity on the exchange once the token is listed. Also, importantly, issuers will need to go through a detailed due diligence process with the exchange to ensure that a proper level of information disclosure is available to ensure compliance with the exchange's requirements. In most cases, the level of market depth and liquidity on centralized exchanges for security tokens is going to be much higher than what issuers could get on decentralized exchanges. And depending on the issuer, listing on a reputable licensed centralized exchange may actually help to boost investor interest in the asset. Additionally, listing on the right centralized exchanges may also help facilitate the issuer's corporate events and corporate actions processes, as some exchanges build some of these issuer services features into the exchange itself. I hope this overview of the overall transaction lifecycle for tokenization gives you practical guidance on how to execute a deal and how to launch a token for your own asset. Good luck, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. I hope this overview of the transaction lifecycle for tokenization gives you practical guidance on how to execute a deal and how to launch a token for your own asset. Good luck, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. So far, we have covered what asset tokenization is, its primary benefits for asset owners, the different types and categories of assets that can be tokenized, as well as a typical token generation lifecycle. But it wouldn't be a complete tokenization module if we didn't mention anything about arguably the most recognized and widely used token types in the digital asset market today, NFTs. Stay tuned for the final course of this module, the complete guide to NFTs.